I've heard the idea phrased and presented in 100 different ways, but somehow, in one way or another, I keep crossing paths with the same message. And it's that we are the creators of our own existence, every part of it. To some, it's free will. To others, it's the law of attraction. I've never put it in such terms, but I have researched these ideas just out of interest. I'm no expert by any means, but I just want to relay some of what I've learned that has resonated with me. Some people really believe that if you visualize what you want, you can manifest it in your life. To a degree, I've found this to be true. When I wholeheartedly intend to do something, I end up one way or another doing it. It's not to say that there's no difficulty or that there's no challenge to do it. It's just that when I've decided that I am something or that I will do something, and I have unfailing faith that my affirmation is the truth, it comes to fruition in one way or another. Coincidence? Maybe. But it's this simple process that has sparked my interest in the idea of our roles as creators. I used to firmly believe in fate, and I suppose I still do. But that belief for me used to imply that our lives were somehow out of our control. It's just fate, I'd tell myself. What's meant to be is meant to be. And although I do believe there is some greater orchestration and intricate plan that was devised for us, or by us, pre-incarnation, to aid us in our soul development, I think we can choose how we experience it. A very wise friend once explained it to me this way. If you're meant to go from point A to point B, you will get there eventually. But you can choose which way you go and how you travel. I guess another way to think of it is that the vibrational frequency at which we function will be the reality we live in. That's not as much of a religious doctrine or teaching as it is a scientifically rooted idea. Every bit of matter is made up of vibrating particles. This idea has helped me to make sense of how we are all connected and one with the earth. Look at a leaf close up. You'll notice that there are veins in the leaf that look just like ours do. Look at a map and you'll see that the riverways look just like our veins do as well. We're all one, and in my opinion, the idea that we're separate from anything is merely an illusion of consciousness. Therefore, by that logic, wouldn't we have to assume that the ideas we conjure in our heads are also created externally? It's the Buddhist teaching that what you think you will become, and that there is no way to happiness because happiness is the way. It's the teaching that you should have unwavering faith in God, and it's the idea that good things happen to good people, karma. I've been hearing this message since I was a little girl, even in my favorite Disney movie. No matter how your heart is grieving, if you keep on believing, the dream that you wish will come true. Today I went to my local used bookstore and bought about 6 books, a few having to do with these ideas that I found myself fascinated by recently. As I sat down to read them, I realized that the introduction to one of the books that I bought was written by the author of another one of the books, and the introduction of that book was written by another author that I had also purchased. I randomly chose these books from random places in the small used bookstore. They were obscure books and authors I had never heard of before. It wasn't as though I was buying a collection of books that would obviously have similarities. Normally I'd think to myself, oh, that's such a weird coincidence. But in the context of what I was looking to read up on, I couldn't help but feel as though I was, so to say, attracting these things to me. I don't think these ideas are applicable to only one religion or belief system. I think even if you don't believe in the idea of God, you can still consider the idea of vibration, energy, and frequency, and how our minds create for us. The way it's made the most sense to me so far is that, how did we get here from where we were a year ago? We thought up what we should do next, and we went for it. We arrived. It's as simple as that. Tomorrow you've decided, or will decide, what you're going to do, and thus you are the creator of all that happens. I don't know about you, but there's something absolutely thrilling to me about being the creator of my existence, the writer of my story and the artist of my masterpiece, and I will forever be looking to prove this idea true with my own life.